Hello everyone and welcome back to Penkitten Plays Transport Fever. We are back. And in the last episode I made this intricate line that connects up all the elements to create goods over here out of lumber and plastics and bring them into town. Now it wasn't working at the beginning. It wasn't working when I just had them come through here. I made the weirdest solution by just having this one track line that comes back into here and into the town. Don't know why that works. Also, for some reason, this had gotten backed up, so I need to get this production back going to make more food. You know, this is going to avoid a downgrade. I need to stop that. I need to stop that immediately. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, livestock? Also, the carts are back to having just boxcars, just because we have cut off all supply to Irving. This is just going to make it easier because, well, you see, the weirdest thing, because we're bringing goods into this town, goods can be transported on boxcars. Since these have boxcars, they could technically bring those boxcars all the way over here to get into this trade. And I don't want that. I want full loads of food and full loads of livestock. So we are going heavy on the livestock. You can also see that we have one of our trade lines going all the way from Bakersfield down to Detroit. We're now completely skipping Irving. Irving is no longer a producer of anything. It is now completely dependent on trade. That is the long and short of it, at least. Oh, that's quite a lot. Ooh. Also, because we've connected up another city to this trade line, there is the possibility that we will have some building materials from over in St. Paul end up all the way in Bakersfield. I don't think quite as much as what's going to happen with food production, but you know, I think that is a stark possibility. Now, right now, in Detroit's train depot, we have our 2 trains, and I will borrow some more cash so that we can outfit these trains. Train 9, let's buy some trains. This will be entirely gondola 3. It's a pretty flat surface, so maybe even 5. We'll see if she can handle that. Track. You are on Detroit grain. And then I still got money. Good. You know, buy trains for you. And you are entirely boxcars. Similar situation, it's mostly a flat. So maybe 4 and just have more trains. Set line, you are on Detroit goods. By the way, Detroit goods could probably view with a different color. Don't really know what color. I don't know, it's definitely a yellowish. I feel like I have too many yellows. Green? Well, I mean, I have been going pretty heavy for green. And I have this set to green. Oh, by the way, we have this train coming into the station. Buy trains. State cars. Bam, bam. Bam, we got 4, good. Set line on Detroit lumber. Detroit lumber. Probably a nice brown for the wood. That is your entire purpose. I'll also be setting more trains on these lines. Maybe 2 trains to bring in the grain for the plastics. Maybe 3 trains to bring in the plastics and bring back the goods. Maybe 3 trains just to start things out. This is a pretty big investment after all. Let's make sure that these lines know that they are hooked up. No, they do not. They do not know that. Yeah, fine. Unfortunately, our economy has taken a hit. One of our trains had backed up the system on the Detroit food line, so it's completely confused. It has no idea what it's doing. How are you coming up this hill? You're not coming up it well. I should really consider changing these out for the generals. The locomotives. Instead of having these Baldwins, switch them out for the generals. Because, yeah, I don't have a single line that's making more than $1 million at the moment. I have a bunch of nice lines, but nothing too fancy. You know, I got this line. Doesn't make as much money, but it does look good. It looks good doing it. Over here on the oil line, I can probably start putting in more oil because from what I can tell, yeah, I'm not oversaturating the line anymore. I think maybe 3 cars might be the extent of a Baldwin, especially up an incline. You know, I can just go to the line right now. Oh, saving. Detroit food. Vehicles. Replacement. Set vehicle. Replace with generals. Add this. Oh, do we need to replace everything on them? Alright. 1.4 million each? Yes, but that would be in 30 years, and it's only been what? It's only been 15. So if I put it at 25%, that would work. So these will change. You can probably see them change right here as soon as one of them steps by. Come on, come on in, come on, come on. We're gonna go into serious debt. Come on. Replace automatically, yes, yes. Is it because the cars in the back don't have it? Oh, okay, well, it'll replace automatically eventually. Details. Value 62%, running costs. Yeah. Oh, the weather's getting pretty bad out there. I hope my computer doesn't crash. Bam. How you doing? Yeah, it just takes off. It's weird. Well, we'll leave this up so we don't forget about it. Got a lot of plastic waiting here. Hey, look at that, we got some goods. Got just a few goods. Production 8. That's right, I need to start putting more of these on the lines. So how about no to that? Just max out our borrowing potential. Buy a train here. They are considerably cheaper. Set line, lumber. Get a few more of them. Buy trans. 1, 2, 3. Set line, that's goods. By train. By 1, 1, 2, 3. Set line on goods again. That's 3 trains on that line. By train. 1. Gondolas, 1, 2, 3. Set line to food. That should be alright. Let's make sure this system works okay. So this grain line comes to here, and then has to go back the whole way without anything. It's not so bad. The goods line, it has to go from this station to here without anything. That kind of sucks. But then it can come all the way to there with a full load, and come all the way back with a full load, potentially. Depends on how this line goes. This line Goes from there to there, full load. From there to there, full load. Oh no, starts here, goes there, comes back to here, and then only has to travel this distance without a load. That's a pretty good line. And it's handling those speeds alright. Yeah, let's check the speeds of, like, this train. Carrying a good load of plastic. I don't think they have many issues with that. How's your speed? 25 even through the curve. Like that. That's weird. Oh, look at that. It comes entirely on this side so that it doesn't get in the way of the plastics line. I remember putting that in. I put that in off camera. I'm too smart. Let's check on our line profitability. And repay some of this massive loan we've taken out. Okay, checking our lines. Balance. Detroit Food getting back up to 1 million where it should be. Bakersfield Fuel staying where it is. High Point Passenger barely scraping by. If that's the case, like, you should be doing pretty well considering you have both directions. But I guess passengers just are kind of fickle. I might want to extend this line over to Phoenix. Tap over here, you know, get a nice bridge, something along those lines. They seem to be pulling in full loads, at least in one direction. And that was the train that has 3 compartments too. Not like these smaller 2-compartment trains. I guess it's because they're close together, maybe? Maybe that's the problem. Let's check on the lines that don't have any profitability. The food delivery service in Detroit. Detroit, Walnut, South Street. What? Why do I have it like that? Let's check the, what do you cover? Most of the town. Alright, but what do you cover, Walnut? Walnut. Yet, South Street seems completely irrelevant. Remove it. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, look at that. Now it's both food and goods. So I might want to rename this to goods. Goods delivery. Am I getting any goods? Here comes a train. Need to be delivered. Good, good, good. You're the smaller of the 2 trains, it's fine. Now this is going to be a serious balancing act. Only 88 production here. How's my production there? 176. How's your production? 144. Somehow I have a feeling all this grain is because we just have a lot of, I don't know, plants. Oh, there's 100 and... Why do they... RF Detroit Food, they keep putting grain on this line, but we cannot pick up this grain. I do not have any trains that can pick up the grains. At least not on that line. Detroit Food. Vehicles. Oh shit, what? What are you doing? Get on Detroit Grain. What are you actually... What the fuck are you actually doing? Got 5 trains on this line now. Must have been a misclick. Alright, Detroit Grain. How's your vehicles? You got 2. Good. Let's take a ride with the Martina Express. I want to make sure that these 4 cars are doing okay. Yeah, up the hill. It's too much up the hill. How about train 9? Check out the life of a train coming on this line. Because this is, like I said, this was mostly flat. Detroit has some nice flat lands around it. Repay the loans while I have them. Well, that seems rather pointless. Oh, I guess it's to get onto this line. Comes in, picks up, and I'm out of here. And there goes some of the trade carts. Don't have any fuel for us though. They made a long journey over here with nothing. That could be a problem. Oh, this one has a lot of stuff. What is this? Food for Cedar Rapids food. Oh, that's right. All of the goods will be sent over to the other towns too. It's not merely what we're doing, it's what everyone's doing. We still have pretty good food production, pretty good goods production, the good goods, if you would. That's my fuel. Bakersfield. I really do like these carts, even if they don't do much. Fuel delivery service. How you doing? Irving fuel delivery and Bakersfield trade. And now this line could probably do with another train. Buy a train. One. Not enough months. Borrow a little more then. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Set line. Go. Because now that we have intercity trade, we can handle this a little better. My profits are significantly down, but I have been taking some massive loans. Let's see, food delivery, Irving food delivery, Fort Lauderdale freight. That's just the freight service, isn't it? Construction materials for Fort Lauderdale freight. Yeah, you probably just have too many cars. Vehicles. You there, go. I don't know. St. Paul, Detroit trade. Instead, you'll have a better life. One of the biggest money losers right now, though, is Detroit goods. Why is this so? Alright, coming into town. Got a decent load of plastics. Drops off, picks up. Looks like a half load of goods. Where's that much larger car? It's over here. Oh no, they're about the same. Okay. That might do with another train then. I put what, 2 trains on there? I think so. 2 trains of rather small size, I would say. And then this is one of the flank cars, okay. This is just me trying to confirm the design that I had made, because I have... Oh man. This forest is going crazy. It's going ham. Still making so much. At least they stopped making the grain. That's the one good thing. Yeah. Hopefully we can dig ourselves out of this massive debt. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Having to stop the trains, that could be a problem. But as long as we keep something moving. Oh, another year. Only 90,000 interest, not too bad. You could probably do with more cars, can't you? And with that, I'm gonna cut the video here. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!